everybody. It's Father Greg here at St. Andrews. And this Sunday's gospel story is about Jesus, where Jesus describes himself as the Good Shepherd. And I think many of you have probably seen a picture in a picture book or in a Bible or somewhere of a picture of Jesus with a shepherd's crook, and he's got a little lamb over his shoulders. And that comes from the gospel story of where Jesus talks about going to find a sheep that's lost. And it's a very sweet image, this little fuzzy lamb, and it sort of, it makes us feel good that Jesus takes care of us. But I want to talk about that just a little bit more. Jesus consistently refers to us as followers of Jesus as sheep. And have you ever really thought about yourself as a sheep? I know I'd pick a different animal probably. I want to be a strong animal. I want to be a fast animal. I want to be a beautiful animal. There's lots of different animals that I really like. But Jesus says, no, you all are sheep. And so that's not necessarily a compliment because, to be honest with you, sheep, especially baby lambs, are really cute and fuzzy. But sheep aren't very smart. They tend to wander off out of the flock. They tend to get lost. When they panic, they scatter instead of pull together. They're just not real bright. And so I don't know that it's a real compliment that Jesus says that we're sheep. But here's, I think, what Jesus is talking about. In using sheep as an analogy for his followers and for him as the good shepherd, the one thing about sheep is they need a shepherd. They're dependent on a shepherd, on somebody to help take care of them, to help them know what to do, to go find them if they get lost, to keep them safe. And so in Jesus saying that we are sheep, I don't think he's saying that we're dumb. But I think he's saying you're helpless and you're defenseless. I mean, sheep can't protect themselves. They don't have thick skin. They're not super fast. They don't have claws or teeth to defend themselves. They're helpless. And that Jesus knows that we as human beings, we can't do a lot for ourselves. I mean, sure, we can do a lot for ourselves, but when it comes to life, that we need somebody to help us out. And we need somebody to look after us. And we need somebody to protect us and to care for us who is a good shepherd. And that's why Jesus says, I'm the good shepherd, because he loves his sheep. He loves those who follow him. And even so much that he says, I'll put myself in danger. I'll put myself at risk. That's what lay down his life means. For the sake of the sheep. I care about them that much because these sheep are mine. And so I think in this gospel story, Jesus is telling us how valuable we are and how loved we are by God and by Jesus, and that Jesus' job is to help us in life to stay protected and to stay safe and to care for us. And so that's part of what this story is talking about. So Jesus isn't so much saying that you're dumb like sheep. In fact, I don't think he's saying that at all. He's saying, I know that you sheep have a tendency not to do what you're supposed to do, and that sometimes you just don't know better. But I'm the good shepherd, and I want to keep you together, and I want to keep you safe, and I want you to know that how much God loves you and cares for you. So I think that's what that story is really about. So as we approach Sunday and the rest of our lessons today, I want you to think about that you are one of God's very own special, beloved sheep, and that Jesus cares for you and loves you more than you can possibly imagine. So I hope you have a great week.
First thing, draw a triangle with curved corners. It's going to be your sheep's head. Next, attach a big old cloud. That's going to be the sheep's body. A little nub for the tail, 2 little ears, color in those ears and the face, and add 4 legs. And there you have it, an easy sheep.
A good shepherd looks for his sheep until he finds them. This is a game that you can try. You count a number of stuffed animals that you can pretend are sheep. I have 6. Then you hide them all around for another person to find. So it looks like you're finding sheep. Ask another person to find your lost sheep. Make sure you know how many you hid so you don't lose any. I found them all.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table for me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord my whole life long.
Hi, today I have a song for you called We Belong to the Shepherd. And it sounds like this. We belong to the shepherd, the shepherd, the shepherd. We belong to the shepherd, and we are his sheep. Jesus is our shepherd, our shepherd, our shepherd. Jesus is our shepherd, and we are his sheep. So there's 2 verses in this song, and the first verse sounds like this. We belong to the shepherd, the shepherd, the shepherd. Do that with me. We belong to the shepherd, the shepherd, the shepherd. Next is, we belong to the shepherd, and we are his sheep. We belong to the shepherd, and we are his sheep. Let's sing those 2 lines together. We belong to the shepherd, the shepherd, the shepherd. We belong to the shepherd, and we are his sheep. Next is, Jesus is our shepherd, our shepherd, our shepherd. Do that with me. Jesus is our shepherd, our shepherd, our shepherd. Then, Jesus is our shepherd, and we are his sheep. Let's do that verse together. Jesus is our shepherd, our shepherd, our shepherd. Jesus is our shepherd, and we are his sheep. Good, now let's do the whole song together. We belong to the shepherd, the shepherd, the shepherd. We belong to the shepherd, and we are his sheep. Jesus is our shepherd, our shepherd, our shepherd. Jesus is our shepherd, and we are his sheep. Great. Thanks for singing with me. Have a wonderful week.
This week's memory verse comes from Psalm 23, which we heard earlier. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. You might be wondering, I shall not want? Does that mean I can't want anything? That's not what it means. What it means is you don't have to worry about anything because God is going to be with you and God's going to provide for you. He's going to take care of you just like a shepherd takes care of his sheep. So that's the verse we're going to learn today. Girls?
Repeat after me. The Lord is my shepherd. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. I shall not want. Let's do it all together. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want.
Good job. Have a great week.